Do you know that Fly, who was a famous child actor? Back in the day, he was really popularva. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Friday. I hope you're well tonight. I wish I came in 1 minute later, Mile Hyrule says. Oh, thank you for joining me tonight, my friends. We had a gigantic stream last night, and I didn't think I thought I might not make it tonight, but here we are with more Jet Force Gemini. We're going to see about finishing up the mini games at the very least tonight. Maybe we'll do a bit more exploring. I don't even know. We're going to do our best. This game has been rough. But let's welcome everyone in properly. Dead Zergling is first in chat tonight. Thank you for being here, Zergling. We're a little worried. I was a little worried. You said something about skipping the Jet Force Gemini night. I was a little worried I might not get to see you. I'm grateful that you joined us anyway. Lucent Jelly, welcome in. Mile Hyrule, of course. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you for the 7 stream watch streak, Mile Hyrule. Appreciate a week of consistently dropping by. That does not go unnoticed, at least not when you point it out to me. It definitely doesn't go unappreciated, though. Thank you, Mile Hyrule. I'm really grateful for you, my friend. Zergling says tonight Frownie discovers the secret to sub 40. Turns out it's actually playing the appropriate minigame. Well, I know there's no reward for sub 40. This is a goal. This is something we have to do as a matter of pride. I may be cheated, but I'm still going to achieve the 100 streak, even if Twitch doesn't agree with me. Hey, thank you, Zergling. I appreciate you. I appreciate you sticking with that, even if you got robbed. In our hearts, we will know it's true, Zergling. We were really hoping so, as Jelly says. We were talking about that. We were. I don't know if your ears were burning earlier, Zergling, but Jelly and I were wondering together whether or not you were going to still go for the 100. Even Alien Engineer would have been better than that punchline. How long did you go for? I think we went 8.5 hours. 8 hours, 8.5 hours, something like that. Can I see that from here? 8 hours, 32 minutes, 3 seconds. I had to keep going because I lost all my progress in Jump King. I had to keep going until I got it back, and spoiler alert, I didn't get it back. So, that's sad. It is what it is, though, I guess. First thing we have to do tonight is farm coins. My pockets are currently empty, and we need a lot of coins so that we can spend them all on these mini games. I think Goldwood is the best place. There are a lot of good places to farm coins, but Goldwood is what immediately comes to mind, so we'll go there. I think there's like a cathedral on Tall Fret that has a lot of coins in it, and there's a lot of coins in the SS Anubis, so those are also good options. I'm turning the volume down just a touch. But here, I think that this could be the best place for farming them, because I think it can be done because the coins are gathered real densely together here. So I'm hoping to at least get the mini games finished up tonight. If there's time left over, we may do a bit of exploring as well, but mini games are top priority tonight. Oh, we have a raid coming in. Very nice. Maybe I should go back inside first real quick. Shoutouts to Alex Man. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Grateful to have you with us, and welcome to your friends as well. Raid bus from Los Dream City Skylines. Right on. Hope it was a fantastic stream tonight. We are just getting started over here. We're deep into the game of Jet Force Gemini, and this game has not been going particularly well for me. I'm heavily lost and confused at the moment, but we are trudging along, stubbornly trying to find progress without looking anything up, and I think I'm gonna have to give up on that eventually. But not tonight. Tonight we're gonna play mini games. There are unfortunately a lot of janky mini games in this game to be mastered, and we've knocked out a good chunk of them, but there's 2 or 3 left, and we're gonna focus on those tonight. But before I can do that, we've got to farm a bunch of coins, because it costs money to play the mini games in this. Hey, Yake, welcome in. Long time no see. Hope all is well. Long time no see. On my end, everything's pretty good. It's one day is much like the day before. There's not a lot. Things are pretty quiet for me. There's not a lot that really changes all that much in my life. So, which is good. I like quiet, consistency, predictability. All I'm really doing at the moment is waiting for the weather to fully change so that I can go about all of my plans for improvements out in the yard. My big ambitions that I never fulfill. There's so much in my yard that's unruly and needs to be tamed, and there are little installations I want to make, right? Like I'd like to set up a vegetable garden. I'd like to set up like a barbecue pit. I've got the space and I've got most of the supplies, but I need a good stretch of time, nice weather, and Yeah, that's basically it. Time to do the work and time to be exhausted and recover. How did yard sailing go? It was all right. We found a very interesting piece of furniture that it's a sort of wonky set of drawers that is actually going to fit in really nice for us. So that was the big find, and a handful of DVDs to add to our collection. That was about it. We didn't actually walk away with a whole lot of treasures, but we stopped in a lot of places. It was nice to be out and about. My wife is typically upset with me whenever I find new furniture. Zergling says, "Yeah, we actively, we're in a weird situation because like we have too much furniture, but we also need furniture. We have too much useless furniture and not enough good furniture. Like we've got all these like little tables and stuff that like you can't really do a whole lot with, and what we need are more cabinets and drawers and shelves." Our home came furnished when we bought it. We bought it with all the stuff currently in it. By it came furnished, I mean it came full of furniture, but it also came full of the previous occupants' stuff that we've been having a hard time getting rid of everything. It's been a long process. Alright, one more round and we'll see how many we've got. I want to have like, I don't know, 300 coins. I think it's probably good for a start. I'm probably going to need more than that. Oh, $3.99. Nice. We'll do one more round just for good luck. I don't know why, but I'm more scared of this minigame, the flying robot minigame. I'm more scared of this one than I am of the racing minigame, even though I've already sunk multiple hours into the racing minigame. Like I have evidence that that mini game goes poorly for me. And yet I'm still less afraid of it than I am of this one. Which this one is still a question mark. Like it could actually go smoothly. It won't, but it could. Okay, is that everybody? Thank goodness. Takes a lot of missiles. It takes a lot of missiles to lazily clear out a room like that. I helped my kids make a huge pot of curry today. Hopefully soon they'll be able to do it all on their own, Zergling says. Right on. What, if I may ask, what kind of things go into your curry? How is it, I'll be curious for you know, sort of a quick overview of the recipe. Because I don't really know much about curry. I've tried a couple different curries in my life, but I haven't been able to bond with the dish. The first time I ever tried a curry, it was in a... I don't know what style of restaurant it was exactly. It was a... might have been a Thai restaurant. Not entirely sure. But I had a curry and it had chunks of bamboo in it. And I found that very repellent. I tried another curry when I lived in Thailand, but it's still the flavors didn't work for me. I think that one was some sort of chicken curry. I don't know. It's been a very long time. It's been like almost 20 years. About a pound of carrot. It was literally was one big carrot. 2-3 pounds of potatoes. Small can of water chestnuts. Can of bamboo. You have bamboo in yours. And baby corn. Sweet onions. A pound of pork. Finished up with golden curry seasoning packet. Yeah, I didn't. I don't remember liking the bamboo. Oddly enough, when I had the curry with the bamboo in it, that was the second time in my life I had tried to eat bamboo. Because when I was in middle school, someone had brought some into the class for some reason. And I had sampled it then and found it not to my taste. It's odd. Bamboo is a very minor taste. Bamboo I get is usually not cut ahead of time, so it's extremely tender. I think the first time I had it, it wasn't so much a taste issue as a textural issue, but I don't recall super clearly. Which is to say, I don't really recall at all. I know better than the question to a Frownie. I know how full of hypocrisies your taste can be. Guilty as charged. You know that saying, there's no accounting for taste. Like, that's a saying for a reason, right? Where does this branch off from? That is quite surprising to me. Really, that's there? How is that there? That doesn't even make sense. I think I know the optimal pathway through this maze. Like, I'm not really looking for an alternate route. But I am curious about some of the details of, like, the layout of this area and whether or not something of extreme value could potentially be hidden. Somewhere within here. And I'm willing to waste some time and coins to investigate, certainly. I don't think there's anything, though. No, I'm much too slow. Did I mention being too slow? Where's this lead back to? Okay. I understand that now. I thought that was pretty good until I looked at the clock. Wish there's a 1 or 2 credit course at the college so I could learn how to crack eggs properly. Of course, that's a silly wish. Nothing you learn in college is actually useful in real life, Zerkling says. Gold medal. Bad. We're off to a real bad start on that run. That last room is real tough. It's tough because it's a line of so many, and you have to be lined up with such precision right from the start, or you're gonna drift off course and miss some, like, inevitably. And I don't know what it is, but I just seem completely incapable of firing at these windows from an appropriate distance. I bump into almost every one of them. I can't handle the tasks of, like, I can't handle the tasks of lining up my character for the DNA molecules and breaking the window at the same time. It's like I can either break the window or I can get lined up. I don't know why it's so hard. It's not like it involves any of the same, like... It's completely different fingers pressing completely different buttons. It's not like there's, like, a conflict between any of the actions. They should be able to be performed simultaneously with ease. I can even rub my stomach and pat my head simultaneously, but I can't do this. I sure hope someone says May the 4th be with you tomorrow so I can wish them a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Circling says. I missed the last one. Oh. Hey, Arm, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to Jet Force Gemini. We're grinding mini games tonight for maximum score. And it's a rough experience because I'm shockingly bad at these mini games. They're really hard. I checked a few times today. I was looking to see, I was checking to see if Nato was live a few times today, because I forget that he's a day ahead of me. I was like, I know he streams on Friday. I can't have missed him. But wrong Friday. Loved this game as a kid, but I remember I couldn't get very far. Yeah, I didn't get very far in it as a kid. It's pretty tough, and it's kind of janky, especially when you're trying to get used to it at the start. It's got weird controls. And I had this game, but if I recall correctly, I got this game very shortly before I got the GameCube. So I only ever played it a very small amount before it got massively overshadowed. So it's been one, like, I've said to myself for ages, like, I'll go back to that game and I'll play through it one day. And I finally decided to do it on the stream, and it's kind of become a nightmare. My opinion of this game at the moment is pretty negative, because I'm really struggling with some of these mini games, and I'm really struggling with just figuring out what to do, where to go. Because there are a lot of mandatory collectibles if you want to progress the story, and there's no information provided in game on where to look for them. And I feel like I've exhausted the map. And I've definitely exhausted myself. I need a second player to help. Yeah, if that's the case, then I'm really in trouble. I almost exclusively ride solo in games. My player 2, she doesn't play 3D games at all, so on the rare occasion that we do double up, it's got to be a 2D game. I like the second player aspect of this game, but never had someone to help. Yeah, they told me that the second player controls the robot when you play 2 players. A couple people have reported to me that they played co-op with their siblings, and basically their sibling would troll them by eliminating the friendly characters. Oops. That was a mistake. So I don't know if you made it up to these flying robot mini games or if you remember them, but there are several classes of medal to get, and the highest medal is expert. I thought the highest medal was gold for the longest time. I thought I was done with these because I got all the gold medals. I got gold medals on every one of these. And then I accidentally discovered that there's actually expert medals, so now I have to go back and do them all again. Even better, and that's pretty crushing. This is the last one, though. I've actually done all of the other ones. This one demands less shooting accuracy and more piloting accuracy. I don't know. I'm kind of bad at both things, though. I struggled with the previous one because my shooting accuracy is terrible, and now I'm struggling with this one because my flying accuracy is terrible. Oh, cool. Getting hung on that spike there was awesome. That might have been it. If I hadn't got hung up on that spike, oh no, that might have been it. It definitely would have been sub 1 minute. Oh, that's horrible. That might have been it. How funny would it be if you earned a master medal in this minigame? Here's the thing, I can't really say you don't, but I have good reason to be confident you don't. I was never fully confident that gold was the highest medal because it didn't match the other medal that I had. Oh, that's crushing. Alright, well that... sub 1 minute is possible. Bouncing around an awful lot. I'm too slow. The last time we played this on Wednesday. Was the last time we played this, and one of these flying robot missions took me 3 hours. So, I'm definitely like. I'm definitely up for struggling with this for a while, but it's rough. I don't know where I'm going with this thought. Anything better than 3 hours is good. Oh no, I went the wrong way. I turned around too early. I'm not gonna recover from that. I don't know why it's so hard to just fly in a straight line, you know? You would think you just set your character and you go, but it's not what it seems. One day closer to finishing this disgusting game. Welcome in, Final. I like to hope so. I like to hope that's where we'll be at the end of the night. If I can just get all the mini games done tonight. If I can get all the mini games done tonight, then next week we'll search for the collectibles. Once I get all the mini games done, whether that's tonight or next week, whenever that happens, once all the mini games are done, I'm going to spend one entire night doing nothing but searching for collectibles. Like one final push, and if I can't find any collectibles on that last night, I'm going to have to break our rule, and I'm going to have to look something up. But I'm willing to suffer for like once all the mini games are done, I'm willing to suffer for like 7 more hours before we break the spine on the strategy guide. Lurking for a minute? No worries. I appreciate the lurk. What? Why? That's the. I see what you're trying to do, Zergling. The logic that minigame success should be rewarded with intel on the collectibles only holds if the game gives us that intel. It doesn't. Succeeding in one area of the game doesn't give me permission to cheat in another area. Do they use the C buttons for movement in this game along with the joystick? I remember that with GoldenEye. No, it's so with the flying robot, it's just the stick makes you look around and you head in whatever direction you're facing. A is forward, B is backward. And then the stick just steers you. But this is like, this is just a mini game. For the main controls, the way it works, it's actually a 3D shooter. So the stick just walks your character around. And the C buttons will let you strafe left and right. But C down is crouch and C up is jump. Unless you're in aiming mode. If you hold the R button, you go into aiming mode, and then it does control, basically like GoldenEye, where the C buttons will walk you around, and the stick will look. But only while you're holding the R button. The standard controls are a little less like that. And A and B change your weapons when you're in standard walking around mode. And that's whether you're walking around or if you're holding R for aiming mode, the A and B buttons still cycle your weapons. It's a little weird, right? It's a little weird because C up for jump is very unusual. And there is a fair amount of platforming in this game. Not a ton, but there's a little bit on almost every level. And sometimes it is platforming over deadly obstacles. The control is very slippery in this game, too. Your character, like even just the basic walking, your character feels like they're sliding around a lot. It's very easy to slip off of jumps, and it's hard to turn your character around when you're near a ledge without swerving off of it, because they want to turn in these really wide arcs that are real inconvenient when you're near a ledge. Hey, Amazon Prime Directive, welcome in. We're back at it. We're back on the Jet Force Gemini grind. I almost titled tonight's stream Regret Force Gemini. Because it's at times like these when I wish I had not played this game. Hey, Derek Ocean. Happy Friday, my friend. Jelly and I picked up Culver's for dinner tonight, and I have to say, the spicy chicken sandwich from Culver's is so good. That spicy chicken sandwich is that is A+. I installed the rare replay version yesterday. Gonna try and see if I can beat it. I wish you good luck. I wish you good luck, Prime Directive. This game is actually really fun for large parts of it. I had a good run where I was having a lot of fun with this game. It's only toward the end game that I've really soured on it. The push through these mini games has been really rough, and being confused and not knowing where to look for the last collectibles is really putting me in a bad mood with this game. But before that, I was telling people it's a shame. Like, I was telling people it was a shame that the game got pretty badly overlooked. I'd like to think I could go back to feeling that way again, but I don't know. It's done a lot of damage to me. I think it's gonna happen after that bounce back off those spikes that just happened to me. Basically, I think to clear this, I'm gonna have to, that little clock that's in the bottom left, I think I have to make it to the exit with 9 still on that clock. It's gotta be at 9 or higher. That's what I think. I got the day off work again. We opened, but not until 3 p.m. I had a day shift, so I didn't have to go in, Derek says. So I imagine business as usual resumes for you tomorrow. Watched the second Planet of the Apes today. I actually liked that one way better than I realized. Right on. Oh, I got confused. Oh, I got confused about where I was and wasted time going the wrong way. Wow, we still came close. We still came close. I got hung up again. Give it 6 months to do a casual playthrough, you'll probably feel different about it. Oh no. I'm never replaying this game. I'm never replaying this game, Prime Directive. Not a game that's this big. Once I make it through once, it's over with this. It's interesting that you say casual replay, because like, I get what you mean, right? Like, maybe don't challenge myself with these mini games, but it's interesting because while there are things that are optional, a lot more of this game is mandatory just for basic completion than in most other games. This game is a lot more demanding than many other games. And I tend to think of all my playthroughs as casual playthroughs. Turn the frown upside down. We can do that for a while. We'll hang out. Derek says I'll be going back tomorrow. Watched Unfrosted. It's a satire movie about the creation of Pop-Tarts. It's good, dumb fun. I had not heard about that film. Someone was talking about Pop-Tarts in the chat a night or two ago. It made me realize I haven't had a Pop-Tart in, like, probably more than a decade. We used to get Pop-Tarts when I was a kid. We would always get the strawberry Pop-Tarts. Those were the only ones my mom would buy. Were the strawberry Pop-Tarts. I think she assumed that they were better for us. Since they were a fruit flavor and not like chocolate. I know it wasn't because she preferred the taste of them, because she didn't eat them. Only me and my sister ate them. That I recall. I mean, maybe she had one every now and then, but not that I recall. It's a pretty good game for Rare's first self-published game, Prime Directive says. This was entirely in-house production. It's definitely not incompetently made. Like, so far as just like quality of the product that they've put out, it's actually really, really impressive, this game. Right? It looks good. The worlds are interesting to explore. There's lots of secrets. Like, everything works. It's functional, but it's cruel. They put in the challenges they put in are so difficult to. It's a tall mountain they expect you to climb in this game. S'mores is the best Pop-Tart flavor, Final says. Seinfeld made the Pop-Tart movie. It was his first directing job. I have some in my pantry right now. I think I've got blueberry. Pop-Tarts were originally created to be a convenience food. Nowadays, cereal is not considered convenient anymore, since you have to have milk, a bowl, a spoon. You can't eat it in the car with one hand. I never eat while driving. I practice undistracted driving with the discipline of a warrior monk. The only other game that was just a Rare project is Perfect Dark. I love Perfect Dark. Rare wasn't even involved in the new Perfect Dark project. Isn't even involved. They're making another Perfect Dark? I never played the Game Boy Color game or the sequel to Perfect Dark, but the Nintendo 64 game is a beloved game for me. I love that game. I'd be scared to go back to it after playing this. If I played it now, like, I'm scared what kind of challenges it might hold that would make me not like it anymore. Because I certainly never completed everything in the game. I'm not even 100% sure that I beat it. I'm like 98% sure that I beat it. I think I'm almost 100% positive I made it to the last level. But I'm a little uncertain whether or not I actually ever completed that level or if I just made it to the boss. I feel like I can picture the end of my level in my head, but I can't picture a boss fight. Don't remember. I don't remember how it ends very well. I remember that level very clearly, but I don't remember the end of it. What? How am I already here? It was announced and teased like 4 years ago. Xbox is developing it. It's never coming, Derek says. Well, it might, but it might not be worth waiting for. End up being like that that Duke Nukem game that took a decade to come out, and then nobody seemed to like it. I would love Perfect Dark if it wasn't stuck. If I wasn't stuck on the city level where you have to sneak around. Yeah, I remember. I think I remember the level you're talking about. I think I remember having a lot of trouble there as well. Perfect Dark Forever. Perfect Dark Zero. That game's a dumpster fire. It's 100% worth completing everything. I might think about it. I probably, if I do it on the stream, it won't be anytime soon at all. But, I won't say it would never happen, but I've got a lot of other things I'd rather do first, I think. It could be years before I get around to Perfect Dark. I just loved playing around in the multiplayer in that game. I loved designing bots and playing. I played the multiplayer with bots all the time, with or without friends. Even if I would just I'd play by myself. Just me versus the bots all the time. The bots in Perfect Dark have better AI than most games now. Duke Nukem Forever is trash, Derek says. It's a shame when developers can work so hard on a game, put multiple years into it, and it flops, Final says. I didn't beat the game, so I can't give it a credible review, Final says. What little I did play didn't seem so bad, though. I don't know. I don't really know anything about it other than it took forever to come out, and it's not got a very good reputation from what I hear. But I couldn't actually speak to its quality. A couple close runs here. I paid $60 for it. Not worth it. I think the first game I remember buying like new for full price and being disappointed with was A Bug's Life on the Nintendo 64. I think it's the first game I ever bought where I was like, I wish I didn't buy this game. Never played it. Derek says just assumed it was bad. Might try it one day. Love the aesthetic. Hate the minigame. Movie games are a real gamble. Some are great, some are terrible. Yeah. I don't know what compelled me to buy it too, because I don't remember being a big fan of the movie or anything. Maybe I thought it would be like, maybe I thought it would be more like the Army Men games, like the idea like little character in a big world kind of thing. Maybe that was what enticed me about it. Because I did really like those games. So tough. It's so tough. The first game I bought that I hated was Soldier of Fortune Payback. The series fell off hard. I don't know the series. I'm not familiar with any of those games. I'm going too slow. Dead to Rights was a huge letdown for me. Loved the first one. Dead to Rights too. Loved the first one, didn't like the second one. First game I absolutely hated when I bought it was Dark Souls, Final says. Probably gave that game back to GameStop 4 times. When I got the digital version, was stuck with it. To be super clear, Dark Souls is not a bad game. I was just a bad player when I first played it. I pretty much liked Dark Souls right from the beginning, I think. I think we've been upside down our full 15 minutes. We'll change back. It did have a steep learning curve at the beginning. It took a long time before I was able to make progress. Probably the first 15 hours I spent just learning how to parry. Played the first one so many times. Second one was a generic shooter. Being rude is part of Dark Souls' charm. Yeah, I like Dark Souls. I had fun with that one. I've got space. So one benefit of all the rearranging that I've been doing that I haven't mentioned, I think, is I have space for my PlayStation 3 now. So I'm going to be able to finally hook that up, and we'll be one step closer to Dark Souls 2. Oh no, this was it. I got hung up on the floor, but this was gonna be it. Oh, we're so close. That's the closest I've been. Oh, Zergling said that being rude is part of Dark Souls' charm. I think I said that was Final's comment. That was Zergling's comment. I was in the games need to be fun and give us difficulty modes group, Final says. But I played Demon Souls with a friend, we beat it, and I was hooked. And I beat Bloodborne, then Dark Souls 3, then Dark Souls 1. I mean, I definitely don't, like... I definitely think there should exist games that are just made to be fun throughout, and I do think that there should be difficulty modes for most games, but yeah, not all of them need it. It's okay to make games that cater to players who enjoy punishing themselves with too much challenge. And it's okay to make games that cater to players that don't. I was really into cops that don't follow the rules games in the early aughts. Played a lot of True Crime and Dead to Rights, Prime Directive says. I don't know if I'll ever be able to play Souls or retro games again, Final says. Yesterday I was having stabbing chest pain after typing for an hour. Feeling a bit better today? Well, I'm glad you're feeling better today, but that is alarming to hear otherwise. Oh, I got confused. So everything says games should cater to a specific audience. I think, you know, sort of with any creative project, the more focused and clearer your vision of the final project, the easier it is to achieve success. And when you're making an interactive product like a game, it's a good idea to have a clear idea of who you expect to be interacting with it. We have Souls, we have Animal Crossing, we have stuff like Halo and Skyrim. We make games as easy or as hard as you want. That's how it should be, Final says. Not every game should cater to every gamer. Yeah. EA didn't learn that with Battlefield. Makes the games worse, turning them into Call of Duty, Prime Directive says, instead of making their own game. I'm so bad at this. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that racing game, though. If you noticed, I'm like assuming I'm right about sub 1 minute, which I was wrong about before. So who knows? But like, I'm currently half a second off of my goal. That's where I am with that racing game. I'm a half a second off of my goal with it too. Agent Frownie, I'm chronically half a second too slow. Yeah, there's an expert medal that's higher than gold final. I'm trying to get the expert medals. This is the last one. I've gotten them on all the other mini games, so I know I can do it. If I could do those other ones, I could do this one. I think this one is I think this one is actually easier than one of the ones I've already done, so I'm very confident that I'm going to be able to get it eventually, but it's a slow process because I'm not very good at flying. So I require a lot of luck. It doesn't look easy, Derek says. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is going to be free to play on the Switch for a week. How was Darkwing Duck, by the way? Didn't make it all the way through that stream. Darkwing Duck was great. That game is really good. That was a lot of fun. We beat the NES game and the Game Boy game. And they were both really good. The Game Boy game got a little bit janky and difficult toward the end, but not enough to really annoy me with it. Those are a fine pair of games. I'll definitely the NES game I'll 100% play again. Game Boy game I probably wouldn't be in a rush to play again. Even though it was good, it's so similar to the NES game that it's basically unnecessary. Like, some night we might, but like if I ever did a night where I just did like Disney Capcom games all night or something like that, because they're pretty short, a lot of those, so we could do a whole bunch in one night. I would be happy to play Darkwing Duck again. There's still a bunch of Disney Capcom games on the NES that I haven't played. So we've got a lot to look forward to. I haven't finished DuckTales, and I haven't done the sequel to DuckTales or to Chip and Dale. And I'm sure there's like, I know there's other ones I haven't played also. I think there's a Tailspin on the NES. That I haven't played. I think there's an Aladdin game on the NES too, but I think that's a bootleg game. I'd still play it though. I figure you'd like it. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Game Boy games always have some kind of jank. They usually do. If they're games that are not originally made for the Game Boy, then definitely there's something. There's pretty much always something about them that's janky. The Kirby games on the Game Boy are pretty jank free. Though their jank factor is very low or maybe non-existent. Their brutality factor is pretty high though, particularly Kirby's Dream Land 2. That's a game that scarred me for life. The entire Disney Afternoon Collection is a great collection of games. I think they're all made by Capcom, Final says. I don't know about any Planet of the Apes games, Derek. I don't have any in my collection. Maybe if there's like a Game Boy Color game, we could do that. But I don't have any interest in prioritizing it. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I've earned my weight in gold medals. I'm drowning in a sea of gold. I just can't get this platinum medal. I'm too slow. I'm too slow and too... I have to fly... The thing is, I have to fly really cautiously. Because if I don't fly cautiously, I either miss a collectible or I get hung up on something. And flying cautiously is slow. If I fly quickly, I'm not cautious enough, and then I get hung up on something, and I'm slow. I'm slow either way. If I'm careful, I'm too slow, and if I'm fast, I'm too slow. There's not a whole lot you can do when both ends of the spectrum are equally disadvantageous. Michael Phelps of Jet Force Gemini. There's an Atari game. Revenge of the Apes. First game I had on Game Boy was a 007 game. It was bad. It prepared me for future Game Boy jank. We had Tetris and Burger Time were my first Game Boy games. You can't go wrong with either of those. Those are both very good games. Burger Time is kind of tough. I remember being pretty good at Burger Time on the Game Boy when I was young, and maybe my memory is a lie, but I feel like I was pretty good at that one. And I haven't revisited it, but I did try and play Burger Time on the NES, and I got stomped. Burger Time on the NES is brutal. I had to struggle to clear even a single board. And I didn't clear board 2 at all. And Tetris is classy. Well, I mean, you know, replaying this again and again until I get it down is that's what I'm trying. It's about the only thing I can do, right? There's no way to really make it easier. It's just, you just have to do it. Just stick with it and eventually hope it happens. I was doing really well, but I went so slow there to get those 6. That again, it's always the same problem. Just barely too slow all the time. Rare, why? I wonder what the records are for these. Probably something inhuman. Probably something that just sounds impossible. The goal they're having me aim for seems, you know, already seems impossible, so. What is your favorite pie flavor? Mine is coconut cream pie, says Final. I like a lot of different pie. I guess maybe pumpkin pie. I like pumpkin, I like apple, I like pecan. I like key lime pie. I've had blueberry pies that are really good. But probably what I think most of when I think of pie is pumpkin and apple. Pumpkin is probably my favorite, but I would probably reach for apple over it depending on my mood sometimes. There's our new PB. Why not both? Pumpkin and apple? Like, mixed together? No thank you. I don't think that that's necessarily a horribly disgusting idea, but I think that it's a product where the sum is worse than the individual parts, for sure. You know, that's what I would expect, having not tried it. Okay, alright, so please don't share with me things like that, like record times and stuff, for games I'm playing. I really don't like to hear that kind of thing ahead of time. I would consider that to be breaking my blind policy. Yeah, no worries. It's not a major deal, but just moving forward. I was kind of worried. I was kind of worried that when you brought it up, you were going to share it. So I probably should have said something beforehand, but yeah, it's not a major issue, but it can be with some games. So I just prefer to have a blanket policy of not knowing things like that. Because, you know, sometimes when you know a record is like of a certain height or something like that can give you an idea that something is cheesable that you might not have realized it on your own. Yeah, is part of it. I should have made some coffee. You have two hands, you could eat two pies. The issue isn't the number of hands, it's the number of mouths. missed one. We need more mouths and more stomachs. You know, I was gonna say, like, if I were gonna, like, duplicate any of my organs, any of my internal organs, then, like, stomach is probably not what I would reach for. And initially I thought, you know, well, if I'm gonna duplicate any of my internal organs, then I should have 2 brains, right? I could be twice as smart. Then I remembered that 0 times 2 is still 0. So that wouldn't work very well for me. But the issue is, I assume if I had a second brain, that would come with a separate second consciousness. Like, it wouldn't just be like extra storage, right? Or extra processing power. It would come with a second consciousness and a second personality. And, like, I already argue with myself enough as it is. I don't need to add another voice into the debate. I feel like I've already missed one of the things. If I really need a setup for flying through those flawlessly. At speed. I need to fly through I need a setup that gets me consistently through those 6 at speed. Rare. I felt like, well, it didn't matter. I actually wasn't doing that good. I felt like I was doing good, but then when I looked at the clock, I actually wasn't doing all that good. I couldn't get the song Sweet Child of Mine out of my head all day today, so I sat down and taught myself to play it by ear. It took maybe half an hour. I was playing the song. I only know the, I really only know the chorus to that song. I actually don't think I even know what band does that song. If I had to guess, I would guess Guns N' Roses, but it might be Aerosmith, or it might be someone else. It is Guns N' Roses? Alright, I would have been right then. I would have been right. But the possibility that it could have been Aerosmith was, was what filled me with doubt. My classic rock like skills aren't super enviable. Ads? I actually don't know what the I don't know what the ad experience for viewing this stream is even like. I've never messed with that stuff. All of my ad settings are just at default. I did look at it one time to like see about making it less ads, but the ad thing is confusing. So I didn't change anything because I'm not sure if I tried to make fewer ads, I'm not sure that I wouldn't end up making more. I get ads even when subbed, which isn't supposed to happen. Now that is upsetting. I would be kind of bent out of shape about that. Yeah. I don't know why that would be, but then again, I don't really understand hardly anything about how Twitch works. But yeah, when I looked at the ad thing, like, my ads are just whatever default is, but I could turn on some of the customization options. Like right now, none of them are turned on, but I could turn them on, and I'm not sure if I turned on customization and tried to set everything to minimal manually, if it would end up being more or less than what it is when I just leave the customization off and just let it be default. You send emails to Twitch about it, and a streamer you're subbed to has sent an email as well. He's a partner. Apparently not the only one who's subbed on his channel getting ads. Huh. Early YouTube Red used to do that too. I never used YouTube Red, so I don't know. I've never gotten an ad while subbed that I can recall. If there were an option to just disable ads entirely, I would just do that. I think the only way to not... Actually, I don't know that there's any way to not have any ads. I was going to say, I think the only way to not have ads is to not be an affiliate. But I think you'd still have ads on your... I think you could still end up having ads on your stream. But I wouldn't want to do that anyway, because I do want to have my emotes. I do want to have custom emotes for the channel. And if a few ads is the price we have to pay for that, then I guess that's the price we have to pay. But if there were a checkbox for just disable all ads, I would gladly check it. Never get ads here. Trust me, I'm very vocal about that. I mean, you know. So if I'm in a stream with too many ads, I don't complain about it to the streamer or anything, but I do tune out. You know, if I'm getting a roll of like six ads every 10 minutes, I'm not gonna sub, and I'm not gonna hang around the stream. Like I don't sub to the streamers I sub to. I don't sub to as like a defense against ads measure. I sub to them because I like them, and I want to, you know, I want to do something nice to cheer them on every now and then. My defense against ads is just to tune out of the stream. I complain about it, then I tune out. Final Fantasy. That's not even it? Oh, I hate this game. I hate this game. That's so unfair. That's so unfair. That's such an amazing time, and it's still not good enough. I'm so mad. Not really bothered by ads. Being must up to people, it's not right. And I'll endure. Like, I don't mind. Like, if I get if I get an ad or two like every half an hour or something, it's not the end of the world. I'm talking about ones that are like, like I said, like I've been in streams where it seems like you get a block of like 6 full ads, every 10 to 15 minutes, and that's just unwatchable. That's unwatchable. But a half a minute or so of ads every half hour, not too terrible. Might as well watch cable television. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying that you're getting an ad for, Prime Directive, because it's starred out in the chat. It's getting eaten up by the auto mod. So I think it might think it's a link. But I can't tell what it is you mentioned twice something that you get an ad for, but I don't know what it is. The Jeff Goldblum ad? Oh, for apartments. Okay. One or two every now and then isn't so bad. 8 back to back to back is just like, what's the point? Yeah, exactly. There was a glitch where I got 27 ads. As soon as I was done, it launched me right back into ad mode 3 times in a row. 27 ads? How did you survive that final? I'm so frustrated. I'm going to drink this whole bottle of water. Mega hydrate. I can't stand this game. I struggled for like 3 hours with this because we played it Wednesday night too. It's probably closer to 2.5 hours. Like 2 hours tonight, half an hour on Wednesday. But I've struggled with it for so long, and I finally got sub 1 minute, and it's still not good enough. And knowing this game, I'm sure the feeling isn't mutual. It can't stand me either. Probably right. One streamer I used to watch intentionally maxed out the amount of ads to thin out the viewers, he said. He said he didn't like too many, and it was a minute 30 ad break every 5 minutes. I imagine it worked. Ads are one of the most fascinating things, though, because, like, ads are so horrible to watch. Ads are so horrible to watch when they're current day ads for current products. But if you throw on like a video that's like 5 hours of ads from the 80s and 90s, I will be glued to that video. Ads are fascinating, comforting, and nostalgic when they're dead ads for products that no longer exist. But they're infuriating when they're actually relevant and could be useful to you. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre how ads are like that. Commercials hold the key. Those commercials hold the keys to our childhood. Final says. But even like, you know, even if you put on ads from the aughts, like I wasn't a kid then, but I would still probably watch them fascinated. Watch OxyClean ads with Billy Mays all the time. I recall those. I love old ads. Old ones aren't. New ads aren't fun anymore. No, this had potential to be another really decent run where I could have gotten ripped off for... Victory, I think? Won the Cyborg. I don't even know what the Cyborg is. I assume that this is the expert medal, though. Thank you for the GGs. This has got to be it. Let's go. I think it's a multiplayer multiplayer content. Some of the things that you win are multiplayer unlockables, so they don't really do me any good. But I think that's it. I think that's the win. I'll check our medals just to be sure. But that should be it. There we go. 5 expert medals. one of them was free, but 4 of those, a very hard one. My goodness. And it only took like only took about 170 tries tonight. We started with just over 400 coins. We had like 411 coins. So just over 170 tries. Satisfying menu right here. Finally. All right, we've got 1, maybe 2 more mini games. We have 1, maybe 2 more mini games to complete. So let's see. Where do we want to go? Let's go look at the maybe mini game first. I'll go ahead and eliminate whether or not I actually have to do anything here. There is a mini game on this stage. I've already gotten first place in it, but I want to double check that there's not something better than first place. There it is. Sleepy time, nighty night. Good night, Final. Thank you for being here with us. Always enjoy your company, my friend. Hope you sleep well. Have a fantastic weekend. I probably won't see you tomorrow. So be well all weekend long, and we'll see you next time. Juno's the worst character in this game. I don't know. I think Lupus is definitely, like, the most useful. Lupus is probably the best. Juno and Vela are pretty equal to me. Juno can't swim, but I actually like that because that means I don't have to swim when I'm playing as Juno. And if I'm playing as Vela, that means I'm gonna have to swim at some point. Vela is my most powerful character, though. Like, she has the most and best ammunition. Always play as the dog. Yeah, yeah. Lupus is the best. Anything you can use him for is great. He can't always go everywhere that the other two can go. I mean that's true of all of them. They like because they can't always go where he can go because they can't hover. But I don't think Lupus can get as many keys as Vela and Juno can. I think there's a key or two he doesn't have access to. I don't think there's any reason to try and go in here, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to try and talk to this guy. Yes, indeed. You're making real progress now. Just a few more pieces to go. Is that all you have to say? I was really hoping he might tell me where one or two of those pieces were. Alas. So yeah, we normally don't stream on Saturdays. So I'm not planning on a stream for tomorrow. I try to stream every Sunday, but I don't always make it on Sunday either. You're busy all day Saturday? Is that the wrong door? That's the wrong door. Hey Greg, welcome in. Happy Friday to you. I hope the weekend is getting off to a good start. One more day of work, and I get a few days off, so everything is going well so far. Right on. Oops. So this racing game is exactly like the arcade racing game, just from a different camera angle. Rude. I hit a lot of oil slicks. I don't think there's any way to outmaneuver this guy. Oh. Oh, no. It was going to be a photo finish. It was going to be in my favor. But then it wasn't. We'll get it this time. Or I'll immediately stumble into a wall. Definitely one or the other. I missed both of those. A stunning victory. But nothing ever comes of it. It seems to be just a race for the race's sake. But you know what I'm going to do this time? I'm going to do something different. I don't care about the race. I'm not going to race. I'm going to look for secrets hidden in the racetrack. Show you rare. You can't hide things from me. I thought for sure there was going to be something hidden over here behind the, or between the things of the overpass. Nothing. Nothing. My brilliant plan to go secret hunting has not paid off. These races are weird. They don't really fit this game. No, not at all. Not at all. I just don't really understand. I guess Rare felt like they needed to put them in because people liked Diddy Kong Racing or something. I don't know. They're a bizarre inclusion, these races. Alright, well, we'll just back out. We got first place, and we got it by a good margin. That's really all I can think to do there. So the other mini game is on this planet. I don't remember if there was ever anything in here that was worthwhile. Ah. Is that good? That's good. Let's go. Oh. We got expert in that mini game, Zergling. Now we're gonna go get sub 40. We're gonna go get sub 40 in that other race. Your favorite. So you're back just in time. Really surprised that 1, the enemies still hurt us when we're transformed, and 2, we can't communicate with them. Hey, I would expect to be able to talk to them. So this is, I believe, the final minigame for me to master in this game. And this is a race. I need to complete this race in under 40 seconds. And if you saw the list of best times, I've gotten real close to it several times. But you're dependent on some pretty, you need some pretty glorious RNG to actually get the run. Welcome to your life for the next 5 hours. Pretty much. See, whether or not I can get even close to the 40-second mark all depends on how willing the game is to spawn blue coins in my flight path. Because it's not only, like, at first I have to get the good luck that it actually spawns them, because it usually doesn't, and then when it does, it has to actually put them where I can grab them, which also basically never happens. Hey, Christian Cool, thank you for the lurk. Hope the weekend's off to a good start. We're doing alright. Hopefully, things are good on your end. I basically require 5 to 6 blue coins in a single race in order to get the sub 40. I could do it with 5 if they lined up in my path. 6, probably I'd need 6 if I have to drive out of my way for any of them. It sure is being generous giving them to my enemy there. Cool. I sure wish there was a simple way to restart this. Without having to go into the menu and wait for it to open and go back out and go back in. It's been so much of this race going so slow. Trash. Absolute trash. So if you use a rocket boost near an enemy and like you're behind, like if I'm behind an enemy and I use a rocket boost and I bump into that enemy, all of my speed transfers to the enemy and they get a super boost across the map. If the enemy does that to me, they grab onto me and I just freeze in place. I don't get the same super boost that they usually get. It's theoretically possible. Like, there's like a 1 in a million chance that I get it, but typically they just grab onto me and we both slow down when it happens that way. It's... everything about this is terrible. That's my favorite thing. You'll notice when the blue coins spawn immediately behind my car, just to slap me in the face. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. It happened twice in this race. Oh, cool. Did you see that? It bounced me, it threw me backward. Oh. Consistently getting sub 50 is almost as good. Not at all. Come on, I just need one more blue coin. There's 2, but I can never get either of those. Lap 1 and 2 were divine. Oh, lap 1 and 2 were divine. I got 2 blue coins. But I just couldn't get another one. Oh, this is ruined. I still would have needed 2 more, I think. Because the last lap was so slow. Oh. Why did they make this? Why did they make this? There's nothing good about this. Oh, I hate Rare. I hate the Nintendo 64. I hate video games. That's how I feel when I play this. I needed that blue coin. You don't need blue coins. I need blue coins. Before the real attempts, 1 hour of despair. I don't know what you mean, the real attempts. I do, Greg. I blame every video game for this game. Every game that came out before or after. They're all guilty. Technically, none of my attempts are real attempts because I'm not the one doing anything. All I'm doing is waiting. I already drive the course as well as it can be done. All I'm doing is waiting for RNG. I hate what happened to me there. If I could, the one thing I could improve, because there's only one thing I can really improve at this point, is the very start of the race. I don't have a good strategy for the start of the race, because it putting me at the top position like it does basically ruins me right out of the gate. You know, the course tilts in too much, so I have to decide if I want to crash into the wall or the car next to me, or if I want to forego a fast start altogether. Those are my only options. Well, another no blue coin round. I don't recommend this to anyone. Unless you already hate everything in the universe or want to start. This game is not for you. No, I needed that. If I got that coin, I might have been able to go fast enough to make it to this next one. But, of course, I didn't. Hey, I did get this one. But still, come on. It's never enough. It never gives me enough of what I need. Oh, so close. Hey, Tuesday, welcome in. Just lurking tonight. Appreciate the lurk. Happy Tuesday to you. It's a gross night tonight because I'm once again trapped in this video game. That blue coin spawned a pixel behind me and just ruined everything. No one can do this. The best time they provided is a lie, and it's so annoying. This is an awful, miserable, stupid, dishonest game. which we almost won, but didn't. I almost won it right there. Could you believe how close I am? I hate this game. That really should have been it. I got the glitch I needed. It didn't pan out because I got hung up on another car I tried to as I passed. Awesome. Hey, Zero, welcome in. Yeah, I found this place quite a while back, and unfortunately, it's meant the end of my life. Trying to get the best time on this arcade machine is a miserable experience. We're going for sub 40 seconds. See, the best time is 40 seconds. My best time is 40.2. I got a 40.20 just a moment ago. I just can't break that barrier, and I am so mad. I am so furious at this game. Made progress in tiers today. 8 more shrines. 98 in total. Last fairy fountain revived. A lot more of the depths mapped out. Right on, Greg. Sounds like a very full day. Massive GG's on the progress. Too slow for too long. I can tell when it's not working. Like right now, it's not working. If I could just beat the construct boss in one of the temples. That could have been a good one, but I got a bad start. I know it's not even close, but... "40 seconds is the time to beat. 40 even. my PB is 40.2. If I could go 0.21 seconds faster, I'll have it. I've only done this for hours. It's very RNG reliant, unfortunately, because I need nitro spawns on the field, or I just can't get it. No! Not only did I not get that one, but I wasted time maneuvering out of my way to attempt to get it. But if I had it, it could have made all the difference in the world. See, that was great, but I couldn't take advantage of it because it never happens. I wasn't ready for it. Yeah, you can get a bounce off of the enemy cars sometimes that'll propel you ahead, but it's super rare. It's really easy. It's really easy for me to bounce the enemies ahead, but it's super rare that they bounce me ahead. Most of the time when they hit me in a way that should bounce, it just doesn't, because no reason. And instead, they just latch on to me. They just stick together to me, and we both get slowed down instead of anyone getting a boost. If I bump them, it will invariably give them a huge speed boost. But if they bump me, they usually just stick to me, and then we both can't move. It's so unfair. It's all right. It's only 2:30. I can do this for hours yet. Let's go. I got a bounce, but of course there's no nitro on the field, so it doesn't matter. Because now I'm the slowest man in the universe. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. Just getting a good start is so hard because they, again, the way the track is designed, the track curves inward, and it basically forces me to choose, do I want to bump into the enemy or the wall at the very start of every race? And either one is devastating. All these blue coins, and none of them for me. I hate this game. Oh. I hate this game, and everyone who worked on this game, and everyone who bought this game, including me. Why? Why? Why did Rare do this? Give me that coin. Give me another 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 coin. It's dead. So slow. So slow. If that last one blue coin there, if that had spawned somewhere where I could have grabbed it, it still probably wouldn't have mattered. I don't know. I don't know. I just assume, you know, they figured no one was going to bother to try and get the best time on this. So they just set it to some arbitrary even number. They didn't really care whether or not it was practical. They said, 40 sounds good. We'll just go with that. Oh my god. You actually needed, you actually had to do that. No. No. I thought I was doing it just because I thought I was doing it just because I'm a crazy person. I was doing it for an actual unlock. Well, we got it. We're done. Get it out of here. It's still trash. I don't care. I hate it. Ugh. That was brutal. That was awful. That is the most miserable minigame I've ever put myself through. We're done. And you know what we got for it? Your winner. Exactly. Thank you for the GG. Thank you so much. And we got from it, all we got from it was some multiplayer trash that I will never use. Unfortunately, that puts us in a really bad spot now because now I have no idea what to do next. Thank you for the GG, Zero. Much appreciated. I'm victorious, but I'm also, you know, confused. What's left? All that's left is 2 spaceship parts. I have 2 spaceship parts to find, and they are, I have no idea. They're somewhere in the game, is all I know. I have to track down 2 spaceship parts. They could be on any planet. They could be locked behind any character. I have no idea. Because I feel like at this point I've been everywhere and done everything multiple times. So I'm really, I'm actually really stuck. So now it's just random wandering for the rest of the night. I'm just going to go around the map and look at everything and scratch my head and hope I see something I didn't see before. Oh, before we really get to that, let me make him take a moment and 2 o'clock now. I should take a quick BRB, my friends. I need to... It'd be good to step away anyway, because that was so frustrating. And stretch my legs. But I also need to take care of the doggo for a moment. He's due for a quick restroom break. So let's do that. Let me just take a BRB for a moment, and I'll be back with you in about 10 minutes approximately. Hopefully quicker, but you know, it's not completely up to me. Oh, thank you for enduring. What a night. It's been a brutal night. Thank you for enduring this challenge with me. I can't believe we got it. It felt so hopeless for so long. But it's all behind us now. Thank goodness. Thank goodness it's behind us now. So if you want to join me for whatever's next, which is going to be a lot of aimless wandering, stand by. I'll see you again in just a few minutes.